Welcome, everybody. It's wonderful that so many people are here, so many friends, students, colleagues. I'm Claudia Calirman. I am the professor of art history here, and I'm the chair of the art department, and I'm the curator of the exhibition that you're going to see, Honey by Paulo Nazareth, who is here with us tonight. So I'd like to start thanking the incredible Makushla Robinson, who is the new director of the Shiva Gallery, her assistant, gallery assistant, Becky June Song, Richard Blonded from the art department, Remy Baharti from the OAR team of John Jay College, and the amazing team of the Mendes Wood DM Gallery, especially Renato Silva, Matthew Wood, Ariane Fong, and their staff in Brazil. Thank you, really, thank you, thank you. And also, of course, it's an honor to have here Paulo Nazareth and Diane Lima for this conversation tonight. I'm just going to read a very short bio of them, and then we're going to start the conversation. So Paulo Nazareth is an old man, he said that, I didn't invent that. Old man from Nakborum, Vale do Rio Doce, in the state of Minas Gerais in Brazil. He lives as a global nomad. His work is often the result of precise and simple gestures, raising awareness of issues related to immigration, racialization, globalization, colonialism, and their effects on the production and consumption of art in the global south. While his work manifests in video, photography, and found objects, his strongest medium is the relationship that he builds with the people he encounters on the road, particularly those who must remain invisible due to their legal status of those who are repressed by governmental authorities. Diana Lima is a Brazilian curator, scholar, and a key Black feminist voice in Latin American art. As a curator, she has organized and collaborated on a series of major exhibitions, most recently the 35th São Paulo Biennial, titled Choreographies of the Impossible in 2023, and a solo exhibition of Paulo Nazareth at Museu Tamayo in Mexico City in 2024. Lima also organized historical exhibitions that shaped the critical moment of Brazilian anti-colonial turn in the visual arts. She was awarded the Ford Foundation Global Fellowship in 2021, a program that celebrates the next generation of social justice leaders worldwide. In 2025, Lima was appointed as part of the scientific advisory board of the most important global exhibition, Documenta, in Kassel, Germany. So please welcome Diana and Paulo. So, Paulo, I have some images of your work. If you want to show, you just tell us, Diana, the same, okay?
Okay.
So, can you hear now us from this one? Yes? Hey, everybody's coming now. Late. You're late. Okay. Okay, I take attendance in my classes, so. So, I must confess, I'm really honored to have these two amazing people here with us tonight. And I must say that I saw Paulo 5 minutes ago. He just arrived, and I would like to ask to start. I mean, I'm going to do a few questions, and I'm open for you because I'm sure you're curious about many things. But I would like to start asking Paulo, how did you arrive here in New York today?
Wow. Well, I don't know. Well, I'm from south, but south and middle of the Brazil, Minas Gerais. It's this is state, Minas Gerais. It's the name, it's like a company. No, it's Minas, no. That's mine generation, generation mine, no. And I'm from this Rio Doce, the Watu. The Rio Doce, it's like a sweet river. Yeah, and this point start a company Vale do Rio Doce, a companhia Vale do Rio Doce. Today it's Vale. It's a very big company, miner for explorator, the mining in the land. Start in my home, my house. When was startup, but in 1997 was privatized, and well,
Became private.
yes, make it private. I like my English. It's English. Well, when I start and I get out from my land, I moved to Belo Horizonte, the capital, and we have this accent. We change R to L. English, inglês. We talk inglês. Print, a power print. We talk a power print. It's about the evolution of the language, and the move. When you move from English, to here, to Abiyala, Turtle Island, and start America, the concept of America, and the language changed too. You talk English, America English, United States English, and Bristol English. It's very different, and the English from Belize, it's very different, and Indian English, South Africa English, Kenya English, and Nigeria English. It's about movement too, about movement of the body and movement of the language, and the accent. This talk about you, about the body. There is not it's no right. It's the language. It's the life.
And
It's
this is
about
also behind the lang.
Yes, it's the behold the language. It's this intention, this movement for put together and understand the other and understand understand me and the other. Okay, but
How did
this
you
is
arrive here? Yeah.
it's like this. Well, how I am here? Well, Lucia, it's my grandmother. No, it's my ancestral. No, Lucia. It's today. Before the people say the ballroom people. My grandmother. No, the people from my mother, indigenous people, native people in my land. Ballroom people. Ballroom people look the paint, the graffiti in the stone, in the rock, and say, this is from our family, our ancestral. Some scientists say, oh, we're not believing this. We don't believe in the word. These people talk, but we don't have proof. But today we have DNA and say, oh, Lucia, it's have a relation to people with the Botocudo. Botocudo. It's a nickname for, it's a pejorative name for Burun's people. Now, and they say, today it's okay. The people understand, the scientists understand and accept Burun and Lucia. There is one line. Okay, Lucia. Lucia, we have a lot of hypotheses about Lucia. One hypothesis is from Asiatic, and other it's from African. It's they say Negroid. Lucia was a Negroid. Okay, Lucia. But
Yeah.
long time before we have Lucy in Africa, in Ethiopian, But we talk about this movement. Lucy moved to Asia, moved to extreme Asia, to this, how does name this here? Yes, it's the Russia and USA,
The Bering
Alaska.
Strait,
Okay,
yeah.
they move, resume. Well, how say they resume? No, the short history. No, Lucy, the people of Lucy move to north, to northeast, and make the way around the globe, and in Strand Asia, no, Russia. It's important today. Wow, your president and the Russia president have a
Brothers, yeah. We know that.
relationship.
Right.
Alaska, well. Okay, start 1 minute, 1 minute. Wow, there is this movement, and loose people cross the Bering Strait in Alaska and move to south. And it's my grandmother, my neighbor in Palmital. Palmital is in Santa Luzia. Santa Luzia, my ville. And what I do, I move in this way. And now I am here, cross main border and political border, artificial border, no, in this land, and cross. And this is my precept. I never arrive in USA by flight. All time I need cross the south border. And in this time, I moved to Panama because this is part of this exhibition, but it's invisible for someone, for somebody if you move to the space, because the art it's not one point, it's expanded. This, and when I moved to Panama and make this traveling, this is part of this.
So you crossed the border by foot from Panama to the U.S.?
By foot, by bus, now by
So you never come to the U.S. by plane, basically?
Never, because this is relationship. No, and now I have my things with Mexico, and I can't fly to Mexico. My last point is in South Mexico.
So you came from Mexico today?
Now I need cross the border from South to Mexico, because today and end time Mexico is convert in the big wow, the big, because it's very hard to cross the Mexico from South Mexico to USA. It's the hard. It's not alone in Mexico, USA, the wall, but about this relationship, no, the contract. U.S. and Mexico. Mexico is there for protect the border.
Okay, I just wanted to bring Diane to the conversation. Diane, Diane is a major curator, as I introduced her, and in your practice, the idea of reality and practice and theory and concept, they're all very much related, like in Paulo's work. Could you tell us a little bit about that? How do your work kind of converge in the way with his work?
Hi, everyone. I hope you're okay. I do think that my practice has an intimate relationship with Paulo's practice, exactly in the moment we are right now, in the moment of the performance, and the moment of the process, in the moment where we can meet each other in the middle of the crossing of things, of borders, of spaces and geopolitics. And I also think that, for me, we had this conversation before about how it's really important. All the time that I meet Paulo, I ask how he's feeling and if he's okay, how was the all the displacement, because it's indeed a action of faith to work with him. And I think it's exactly how I see and I perceive my work in this moment where, we have a lot of things going on, a lot of uncertainty. Really having to believe in the way you move and the way in the things you really care about. And then I think we are, of course, under a general system of racial violence. So, how this body is perceived in the space, how the idea of displacement, emotion, and control of the bodies, it's really perceived as a completely violent situation. So, yeah, I think we have an amazing journey together, really thinking and trying to expand this ideas between theory and practice. So how this body really carries memory, and how these memories, in the end of the day, shapes materiality, shapes language, and all the time I think. People ask me, oh no, it's really Paulo's work. It's really what it is. Or people ask all the time, how, that was right, that was wrong, that was true, whatever questions people has, and then I think this is precisely what he's saying about the art of perception and the art of conduct. So you be in performance, but not the performance of for someone else, but the performance of the black body, which is the daily life. The struggles of the daily life, how people perceives me. So I think sometimes, I guess that everybody in this room loves art. Maybe we don't love the same things, but maybe everybody loves art, right? And I think Paulo is this person that you're gonna see in some very random day of your life, and when you less expect, he's gonna turn on you. You're gonna see this banner on his body saying, "I sell my exotic image here." The image of a exotic man for sale. That's the
Do I have that one? I'm not sure.
I think I don't know if you have this here. So like this fine boundaries and this tiny boundaries between art and life, politics and art. It's really a part of his practice, and also that's what you call art, right? So yeah, I think that's the way we also had this beautiful conversations.
I think both works of both your works, and this is for both of you, are about violence, and you mentioned that, but they are not graphically about violence. You never show violence as violence. Paulo has a lot of humor in his work, a lot of irony, and I think I saw your biennial in São Paulo. I felt like the same. There's a lot of, it's about violence without being obvious at your face. So could you talk about how do you deal with this issue of violence?
I would say that this is precisely the title of Voadora, which was the exhibition we made in São Paulo in 2021, I guess. Yeah, 22, 22, 20. I don't know. It was pandemic. It was very difficult. Yeah, and then that time you will really talk about self-defense, fugitivity, all this knowledge and technology that we have in the body to transpass and to overcome the situations of violence and death for everyday life. And of course, it can come from in many ways. It can come in a very figurative way. It can come in a very literal way, but also it can come through poetry, through poetics. And I think that's exactly what Paulo does in his work, really shaping language and living this impossible life, but also living and producing something with this impossibility to move, and I think for me that's something that also was really important in the artist practice, how the artists really push forward the limits of language to try to express themselves in the way that really can affect us.
And you, Paulo, can you talk about violence in your work? How do you deal with that?
Well, I have my new or my this is my sometimes the word it's my work. just when you pronounce. No, it's like a promise. No, when I promise, this is one performance. No, I promise. I promise you I leave in Saturday morning. Okay, this is my promise. This is a performance. My promise. No, I promise you I leave Saturday morning from here. Stop. This is the performance. If I leave Saturday morning, it's okay. If I don't leave, it's okay. But the promise, it's not living. It's the promise. The this this is act. This act. No, I promise. This is the performance, and you can believe or you can't believe. I promise. But this is very powerful. I promise. No, this is very. It's not a. It's a temporal. I promise. It's a temporal. This is present and constant. It's not before. It's not the future. This country. I promise. No, this. I promise. I will stay here forever. This is another promise. This is another performance. But the point is, I promise. Well, honey, it's a title, but honey, it's well,
Paulo gave the title of the exhibition, so.
Yes, because it's we start to talk about the title of this exhibition, and I said love. I like love.
And I
Love.
didn't want love, right? We negotiated
Yeah,
love.
we negotiation, but I continue love. No, because love it's like a promise. Sometimes you broke the love,
True, true.
but the love it's not this broke. The love it's love. It's sometimes you broke, but the love permanent because the love it's independent. It's not depend of the who broke it. No, but I say and Claude,
So it's a kind of
she
ritual
said,
as well, right?
love it's sometimes piegas.
Right.
The type.
Like tacky.
Well, but this is not about love. This is about other. It's about who brought the love. Because love is love. And time. It's not about the book. Okay. Sometimes it's piegas when I say, I love you, my girlfriend. I love you, my boyfriend. I love you, my friend. It's piega because sometimes you said, I love. And this is like a promise broken. Because after you broke. No, but it's not love. It's about, love is not piegas. But sometimes they avoid. No. Because I can say, oh, amour. No, l'amour. No, it's no love. Okay. Oh, you don't like love. Okay, we put the name amour.
But we put honey.
Honey.
Honey's good.
Honey. Yes,
Honey like goes different
I
directions.
was
It's
wondering
other
where
word.
it came from.
It's other work. Honey. Okay, I will back there. Honey. I'm going to
Bring it up.
honey because love when someone say, honey, 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 come here, please, honey, and cup the honey, honey, and after cup, someone say, oh, honey, I'm sorry, I cup you, but I love you. No? Okay. And this is about, this, honey, 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 ta 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 ta, honey, ta 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 ta. After when dictator killer someone, torture someone, back to home and say, honey, where are you? Where are you, honey? It's so sweet, no? The dictator man or say, honey, for kids, no, for wife, for a month, no, for everyone.
So we have many connotations. It
Yeah,
can go many
honey.
different ways, right?
But honey, it's honey, and it's about the bee. Let it be, let it be. No, no. Bee. It's this bee. I will put this. This is my artwork. The bee. It's here. This is from Central America. Well, it's from, well, you know about the and dictatorship in Latin America. No, this is honey. It's not honey. This bee. Bee. Human bee. No, human bee. They say human bee or bee human. Human. Okay. This is bee. Oh, verb to be. Verb to. We start verb to be. I know English because I studied verb to be for a long, long time in my school. Verb to be. Yes.
Let it be?
Verb to be. To be. To be.
Just to be. Oh, the verb to be, yeah.
Be or not to be.
To be or not to be.
No.
Right. Yeah.
To be or not to be. Wow. Wow. Okay, he is the bee. And bee produces the honey. And it's not good for bee. Because honey provokes the death of the bee. No? All time we go and rob the honey from the bee. Well, honey is honey, but honey is banana, and honey is soya, honey is maize, honey is petrol, honey is, how is this name now? You use now for electric car? What is?
Lithium, yeah.
Lithium is honey. Yeah. We have a society, and this society is broken because many human people, many human beings want honey. Honey is good, but honey is the sentence of the death.
So that's why it goes many different ways. Another issue that I wanted to, you want to say something?
No,
Yeah,
no,
go ahead.
I want to just make a question because I was thinking today morning, looking to News from America, one of the series that is you can see in the exhibition, but it's one of the most iconic works of Paulo as well.
It's on the screen.
It's
so
in the okay, perfect.
part of it. Yeah. There's seats on the front, just to tell people in the back. Sorry.
So I was wondering, which News from America are you gonna bring back?
Wow. Wow.
Maybe we need something. Maybe we need more time.
Yes, maybe I need more time.
I think
think
I'm
about-
very curious to know. You crossed the border today by foot. I understand.
Yeah.
How was it scary? How was it?
Wow. It's very incredible because tonight, last night, it's in the chant of the night today, was more easy. more easy. No ease, but more easy. Because,
At night, you mean?
yeah,
At night. Uh-huh.
more ease. Because I was enclosed from Panama to here, no? And this land convert in a big, very big wall. No, you can know about the people deported from here and Asiatic people from West Median is in a hotel in Darien. There, there is a hotel, but this and the people was
Where, in Panama?
cover. Darien in Panama.
Panama. Uh-huh.
There is the Darien Strait. It's this. This is a point. No, it's this. This we say it's the dangerous place between Colombia and Panama. It's it's impossible you cross this because the forest eat anything. It's very but the people made this way, and today many people was deported to there. Panama,
You came from Panama,
yeah, from
not
Panama.
Mexico, from Panama.
Panama, after Panama, Costa Rica, Costa Rica, and well, all place was very hard for crows, no, because this is the accord for United States and Central America.
But even
for
if you have
cook the
you
people.
had your documents, you have a letter from the school, you have everything like a visa, even that you felt like it was
Yeah,
difficult.
but it's not important. It's not important for these people. No, sometimes you well, sometimes they arrive the police, but there is not identified.
Oh, I see.
No, and this is well. They wanna just take something. It's like we say una mordida, un bocadillo, una bocada, you know? Tac. Use the things. Just this. Well, but sometimes I have your little, I have something, but I use here for emergency.
Right, I thought you were
Yeah.
going to call me, but you didn't.
But
so.
sometimes it's not. If I say I am an artist, it's not. What is it, artist? You stay in the street to make a malabar, no, like a crown. Yeah, because this road here is closed when the people on the people on the road, the police, anything, when listen about art, it's not about this art inside a place, inside a white club. No, it's about the life. It's about the street. It's about the road. Artists, when the people listen, no, on the road about artists, is about who stay on the road, who stay on the street. It's about this. It's about who stay make an art for food, for have food, for have a tip, for have a little money for continent the way continent the walking. It's about this. It's you say contemporary art. What is it?
Right.
Contemporary art. Well, sometimes I use this and make an exhibition. Sometimes I take my things. No, it's like this. No, this is from. this, well, I can have the possibility in Mexico have this. This is very, very important, and here, well, they talk me and I believe it,
Yeah, I think it was in the market.
Yes,
Yeah, we were
yes.
together.
This was the song, This is from Yucatan,
In
Peninsula,
Mexico.
in Mexico. Well, the man said, this have like 100 or more years. And we have some nagual. This is nagual. Well, they say you need a study about this. This is not just one poncho. This is, we have here one like a literature. We have a main thing in this, And here we have the sun, the God. Okay, but I talk this. When I was on the way, I need, take the things from my bag, this bag, and put, like this, and organize an exhibition, my museum in transit. It's good transit, It's a good, because it's like when I say transit, like in transit, inside the heart, but in transit, like a movement, It's my music in transit. We have this cha, Oh, this is Costa Rica cha, the football. Football, it's very, very nice. It's you use the feet, feet. It's very important in Latin America, in many parts in the world. It's very important. It's very strange for me when you talk about the football, and football is not. It's apart from the USA, because everywhere when you go in the world, in this globe, there is the football, and when you come and enter in USA, football, it's in second and 30, 40, or 5 plan. It's not important here. It's like USA, it's apartheid from the world.
It's separate from the world, right?
Yeah. I love apartheid because it's apartheid. It's like apartheid.
We all know that.
Separate, but like apartheid from Afrikaner in South Africa. Yeah, I love my left English.
Your left, you call it the left English.
Okay. I will finish the things. My museum in transit. We have from Costa Rica. We have from Panama. It's very important today in this discussion about our relationship and about justice. Now we are in the place of the John Dray. John Dray was very important in USA, and was very important for justice. The construction of the concept and the justice in USA. And this is the college of criminal justice. And what is justice? When we think about the Panama and the canal of the Panama and about this relationship in the 20th century, and when we think finish the Cold War, but the Cold War was no finish, because today anything came back, but now it's very crazy, the relationship. And Panama and, the government today wanna come back the canal of the Panama. It's about the honey, because they want honey, and there is honey in Panama.
Okay.
Well,
so before we
I
open
will
to
finish
the...
with,
Oh, you didn't finish
with
it? Okay.
Senegal.
Sorry. I
And
thought
this
there
is
was a
the
period.
museo, okay?
Okay, sorry. Yeah.
Okay. After we have more.
Okay. You finished? No.
Yeah, it's,
Okay.
it's not finished, but it's okay.
I'll just ask one more question, then we open to the conversation. Gianni, it's also for you. You know, you and Paulo has been for a long time working with this idea of race and class in Brazil, which is something that seems to be very, you've been doing this for a long time, but only now seems to be getting some visibility in Brazil. So it took so long for this to, your work to come across. Can you talk a little bit about this moment, and is there a change or just really patching up?
That's the question of $1,000. You know, I think in the last, let's say, 15 years, we had some events that really helped to shape this moment. Especially when you look back to the early 2000s with the government of President Lula and all the affirmative actions that came from universities, you know, companies, and in many sectors of the government. So I think this is a very important issue that made this moment today, the issue of the education. Black people going to the university, professors really teaching a history of Afro-Brazilian culture and African studies. But also, if you say that, you know, the struggles for education, the struggles for affirmative actions, it's something that also in our, let's say, ancestral knowledge, and it's really connected with the all post-abolition events. If you look back to the 2014, we have all this moment of the presence of people thinking that the virtual space was a democratic space, right? And this really made people think that, you know, we have a space to connect, we have a space to share, and we have a space for protest. Of course, we know that this is not a possible space anymore, but I think this all together really made this moment in the art scene. And of course, that for me, this all together, and plus the fact that the Black feminist movement and the Black woman movement really made this effort to fight for education, for workforce, and for, let's say, the inclusion of Black indigenous people in the space, was a very important event to us.
And you did a fabulous job with the last biennial, São Paulo biennial, which you could include works by right, Black artists.
We are living the moment where there is a lot of first, you know, the syndrome of the first. We were the first here, we were the first there, we're the first here, we're the first there. And you know, like, I think we are really trying to look back and see what really happened to make this moment, and how we really can move forward and keep doing the work in the conditions we have today. But yeah, São Paulo Biennial was really important, you know, just not only for Brazil, but in the international scene. The moment where we're really connected with a lot of different kinds of practice that wasn't not only connected with the denounce of this attempt to take the art space to complain or to, you know, to make denounce, but really also how this artist was really create strategies to, you know, think beyond the limits of representation, thinking beyond the limits of racial representation. Yeah.
Thank you. So I'd like to open up. Anybody would like to have a question or anything you'd like to comment? No, it's a quiet audience.
No, there is not.
No, there is. Where are my students? You should, don't you prepare a question? Yes, Candace, my student, I knew it. Wait, you want the mic, maybe? Come here with the mic. No, I don't know if I can bring... Thomas, do you think I can bring the mic there? I don't know if it goes all the way there.
So in the end,
This one?
you answered my question.
Mm,
In the end, you answered my question.
Hello, howdy.
Um,
So you talk a lot about well, you've mentioned womanism, black feminism. You've mentioned justice, what it means to be an artist. So, and you've talked about representation, but going beyond representation. So, how do you go beyond representation and go beyond just talking about our past, but also envisioning what future we might have for ourselves, and also speaking out on what's going on in the world? There's so many things going on between, like you said, Senegal, Ukraine. You mentioned lithium. You've mentioned we all have iPhones, every last one of us. All of us, some of us are probably getting new iPhones that have these materials that are being mined and used. So how do you voice these things in your art? How do you go beyond that space of representation that we have? Like, we now have TVs, we all have TVs, and we have reached a space of representation on our screens, but how do we go beyond just, saying this is the issue, but also saying this is the issue and this is the future that might happen if we don't do something about it?
There are seats on the front. People who are coming now, there's a lot of seats here, so please come.
There's seats right here. Come on in.
Come on in. Yeah? You're going to answer?
tem que saudar meu santo. I need to say hello to my saint. Laroye Shu Shumoro Juba.
Aroye,
Laroye Legua.
aroye,
Saravá Pombagira.
aroye.
Ogunye. Porque o tempo começa e o tempo não tem ponta. Eu tinha que saudar no começo, mas o começo é o agora. I need to say hello to my saint Elegua, Exu. And I need to make this when it start. But the time it's not a land and not a start, it's continent. And now I say hello to my saint from my Orisha, no, my Ori, the god of my Ori, my head. It's now, but now it's before. Laroye Yeshu. Wow, I'm Eshu. It's the Orisha of the way. Stay on the way, move. Né? Ogun, it's the root, and Eshu, it's the cross, and is the messenger. Wow. And I talk about what I see, what I have a contact. No, it's about this. It's about this relationship. What I talk about my point, the contact. It's not about. It's not a possible representative other. It's not a possible representative your family or my people. You represented you, but this relationship, this connected. You can't talk about the other, but you can talk about the relation, your relation with the other. Is this? It's not a representative. It's not the other voice. It's my voice about my contact with the other. Is this? Is I move along the road and have this contact. And is this? Is about this. It's about a testimony, no? Testier.
So I would say you and your work are one and the same. Could you say that?
Yeah, I am Nazareth. I am Paulo da Silva. I am Paulo Sérgio da Silva. Nazareth is my grandmother, the mother of my mother. You know, so I said I'm old man, because now I am Nazareth, but I am Paulo da Silva. No, da Silva it's very common name in Brazil. It's very, very people, a lot. If you separate da Silva, you can have one country. Da Silva country.
Could you tell them why did you adopt the name Nazaré?
Nazaré, it's a name. It's not a surname. It's a name. Nazaré Cassiano de Jesus. When I am Nazaré, this is my artwork. Because when you talk Nazaré, you talk about Nazaré Cassiano de Jesus. You repeat. Because, this is my more visible work, but it's my more invisible work, artwork, because it's together. No, but it's immaterial. This is a precept art of precept. No, Nazaré, Cassiano Jesus, my mother's mother,
Grandmother.
mother's mother. No, do you understand? Mother's mother. My mother's mother. No? Can you understand? My mother's mother. It's like a Sylvester Stallone's mother. No? It's Sylvester. This, the mother of Sylvester Stallone. Sylvester Stallone, it's a good point for understand our school, television school in Brazil. No, we start with Rock Balboa. No, it's very complex. This. No, but is this? No, is about my grandmother. She was it's not about Sylvester Stallone's mother. Mm-hmm. No, it's about my mother's mother, but it's about me. It's about this line. But these have a connection with other people, because my mother's mother, Nazaré, she was a Polish disappear. She was a saint in 1944. Wow, this is very important. 1944.
1944.
Yeah. Wow, there was start a revolution in Guatemala. In this year, my Nazaré was sent to a Maniconia psychiatrical hospital, Barbacena. We can say today Brazilian Holocaust. Around 65 more thousand people was killed in this hospital, and the hospital sell the body for university, for college of medicine
for
in
research,
Brazil.
for a college of medicine.
Yeah, in all Brazil, from south to north, everywhere where there was a college of medicine, they received the body from this place. Wow. My grandmother can travel that the body can travel along the country, the Brazil, Manuel, or I don't know. And, well, my university, where I studied fine art, by purchased maybe 500 bar. Well, it's possible. Nazaré goes in the university before me, but the body dead in the back door. No, I talk about this relationship because she, inside the hospital, have man relationship. And she, when she was sent to this psychiatrical hospital, she lost the name and received a number. And she was there for 20 years. And after this, she disappeared. We don't have an orbit
Certificate of death.
certificate of the dead. Orbit certificate, you don't have orbit certificate. This is a, well, now you have. I give you orbit. Orbital. It's orbital, it's more good. You can use orbital for dead certificate. Orbital. Well, English have a lot of word from Latin, no? Now you can use orbital. Orbital for, no, dead certificate. No, she don't has orbital certificate. But we don't have now, how can I say this, when the people get out from the hospital, when the doctor sign the paper,
Discharge.
discharge. She don't have discharge. She just
So it disappeared.
disappear. Wow. And my mother to this year will make 81 years. And she continued cry, no? Cry, my mom. Because when this happened, she was a baby between 4 to 8 months. This was 1944. The second big war start the end. And they start the plan of dictatorship in Latin America. Is this?
Thank you.
That's
Diane.
the anthropology of the black.
Yeah.
Yes. And the anthropology of the black is this.
It's a video. We have
It's
two
the
videos
video
that
when
we're going to see in the
I-
exhibition.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, we're going to see in the exhibition. So, Gianna, you want to respond or?
Maybe you can open for another question, then you
Yeah.
can do
Anybody
around
else?
something.
Any questions? I saw some hands. Yes, Thomas.
My question's about methodology or process of going from say a blank canvas, no idea yet, filter into how to become honey. What is the process of blank page to honey?
Wow. My process is stay there and wait. Sometimes I say I'm like a fish man. Other time I like the fish. Other time I like the food for the fish. Sometimes I am the line between the fish and the fishman. But I stay there and wait. Sometimes I go to some place and sit there and wait something. Wait, just wait. Sometimes someone arrive. Sometimes other life arrive. But this is the process. Go and stay and wait. Just it.
Wow. Gianni, and for you,
You mean for me?
in your writing, in your
Oh.
curatorial work, how do you
Oh.
process?
Ooh, I was thinking about Paulo's work to shift from my work right now. Wow, very good question. Sometimes things comes 4 a.m. Sometimes I'm really bothered by, something that I need to resolve. it comes from a problem. I see something, and when I'm researching that, it's unexpected, and this information goes to meet another information, and it starts to really create this composition around thoughts and artworks and things that are really it's necessary to be made. I think for me the thing is what is necessary, what you need to do. And of course it has to do with the fact that, as we're saying all the time, we have this long history of violence, and we every day have to deal with those issues. So I think for me it's really this, and at the same time how you can address all these questions in different ways, because that's why we do what we do, right? But the curatorial practice itself, it's really a place where you can have this moment of political imagination, and you really can, foster some discussions and conversations, and in terms of the discursive part of the work, but at the same time, you can also have this amazing chance to, install things in the space, to materialize things. So I think I'm very interested to those moments where you really can imagine something and you can really put something alive.
Make it happen.
Yeah, make it
realize
happen.
which is the big thing. A lot of people have a lot of ideas, but how do you make it happen, right? How do you make it in the world, something in
Yeah.
the world, which is the hard part. Any other questions? Yes, Renato. Me? Well, I'm here, the moderator. Oh, the question from Renato is like, how did I wanted to do a show of Paulo Nazareth? I met Paulo a few years ago. He was doing a residency in New York, and I was invited to do a talk with him. And it was fascinating for me to hear him and to know about his work. I think Paulo is one of the greatest artists today in Brazil. I think he has been doing this work, about race, and for me, it's very fluid the way he talks about that, being one thing, being another, changing like a chameleon, like changing, from being indigenous to being black to being European or Brazilian. And I like very much this idea of mobility, right? How you yourself can change in different situations. And I think his work talks a lot about that. But I think that Paulo has been doing this much before everybody else. And I wanted, in a way, to acknowledge that. I think today there is a trend in Brazilian artists that everybody's talking about that, but it wasn't there before. So I feel like Paulo was there much before everybody, and continues being so consistent with his work. And that's how I wanted to do a show of his. So, and I'm very happy he arrived. So. You have to trust. That's what Diana told me. Trust. He'll come. Okay. We didn't know if it was, but he said it's a promise. It's a promise. So it's a promise that you were going to come, and you came. You materialized. So talking about materializing. Okay. So I wanted to invite. Is there any other questions? No. So you want to say anything before we close and we go for a drink? Everybody wants a drink, I guess.
No, I think it's so. Well, I say Laroye Yeshu, no, and is this, I think, Obunye. Eparrei Yansan. Yansan espanta a morte. Ela tem o controle. Então acho que nesses lugares é bom falar com Yansan. Yansan tá muito presente ali naquela imagem ali do antropologia do negro. Né?
Wanna tell them who is Yansan?
Yansan, yeah, Yansan. You can go and discover something about Yansan.
Yeah? Okay, so let's go discover it together. Thank you so much for coming tonight. Really. And the gallery is, it's downstairs in the ground floor. So let's go together, and then we'll get there together. Okay, thank you again.